Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Xa Talk Show. Today's topic is random. So you ask me questions, I answer. Okay, hello guys. So don't forget to PayPal me, okay, or Super Chat. You know, PayPal is better because when you do Super Chat, Google takes almost half, 30% or 40%. So any questions? No questions. So no questions. I'm just going to talk about what I have been doing in past month. It's been a while since my last video. It's been like it's been almost a month. Okay, so let's talk about. Let me show you my keyboard first. Again, this is Glove 80 keyboard. I have a review on my website, Glove 80. Just search for Xali Glove 80. And this is Ultimate Hacking Keyboard version 2. I also have a review. Fantastic. What's up, dude? So questions, okay? Questions and PayPal me and say you paid, or Super Chat. Okay, so Emacs. So I did a lot Emacs. XR packages, I have a lot of packages, and so XR packages, you can see there's quite a lot packages and quite a lot update in the past month or two. One of my most famous package is XRFly keys. This is a fantastic, efficient Emacs key binding system. The salient feature is that you don't have to press Control or Meta, almost none. This is my most popular packages. So if you have not already, if you are Emacs user, try it, okay? And the news is that there are a few change of keys, about 4 of them, so that their keys are now more efficient, ergonomic based. So one question, have you ever worked at Google or big name like that? No. Well, I happen to not have worked for the past 20 years, more or less, but before that, I worked at Wolfram Research, kind of, for half a year, and Natopia, General Networks, the company, which is changed to something else. Then Web Order, that's around year 2000, 1998, starting startups, and the Web Order, that is the first online store. For example, like Yahoo Store, like Amazon, but we create the backbone, the server that lets other big companies like Yahoo or others to support a online store. So Verizon bought our product, Web Order. Okay, so I started, a few companies, but the big one is weborder.com, which got bought by Natopia.com. Natopia is famous for making the Mac screen sharing. Remember, this is 1990s, not like today. Internet is super slow and you don't have much like live stream, you don't have that. So back then, if you want to share your screen across among 2 people, for example, one is in a different state, remotely, you can share your screen, that is available on the Mac. The product is called Timbuktu. That's one of the most popular product on the Mac. Screen sharing, that's like the killer app, because there's none like that. So you can share your screen and work together on the same, on a computer. So Timbuktu is made by Natopia. Natopia bought Web Order, which is the company I work for. Then 2002, I got laid off. Then around 2004, 2006, Natopia got bought by Motorola. Okay, so there's a lot of changes. Companies dying, come and go. So, and basically since 2002, I have not really worked in a corporation. It just so happens, with my life being like that. So yes, I was in Champaign, Illinois. I was actually there for half a year. Yeah. That's how I met Stefan Wolfram, and that's how I, because during the 1990s, I was going to be, mathematics is the one thing I love. So I studied a lot math, and I bought the Wolfram, the Mathematica, the product of Wolfram Research, and so I mastered it. Literally, like I'm one of the top master of Mathematica. Back then, it's called Mathematica. Then about 10 years ago, they added the name Wolfram language that described the language Mathematica uses. But basically, essentially, it's the same thing, Mathematica and Wolfram language. So that's how I got into Wolfram, and so I actually lived there, Illinois, Champaign, Illinois. That's a cow dung country. when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you smell is dung. That was then, and it's pretty much still the same. Champaign, Illinois. Okay, so Google is a sad story, but anyway, I did apply one time. That was during 2013 or so. I was pretty bad. I was I was about to die for lack of food, literally, and I didn't do well. But anyway, the Google interviewer, I got a idiotic Indian. The interview experience is extremely bad. I don't have a phone. I don't even have a phone. I don't have money to pay, $20 a month. I don't have a cell phone or anything. So I told them I cannot use a phone. I want to use internet, but they forgot. I was talking to the interviewer, women usually. The person, the headhunter, the person who got me into to take the interview is a woman. So I told her the interview, the date, and we are going to use the internet, some online software. But then the actual date, the guy who happens to be an idiotic Indian, very insulting, and he forgot. He doesn't know. He wasn't told or something. Like, it's totally, completely bad experience. So what else? Have you considered Kensington's Slim Blade Pro a good mouse? Yes. So let's go to my XR keyboard. Okay, so let me show you. Let me share your share screen so you can see my screen. XR keyboard. Now let's see. Wait, where's the old key? Let me turn on Slim Blade. Yeah, that's the trackball. So let me show you. Let me talk about that. But first of all, let's enlarge the font size. Okay, XR keyboard blog, and search it, and you'll find it. So trackball. Let me talk about trackball. I talked about this 1,000 times already in my past videos. So far, by now I've done actually a lot videos. Like, if you look at here, I've done like about 300 videos, most of them live stream. I started to do live stream since about a year ago, exclusively live stream, because I think that's a better. I don't want scripted, I prefer real life, talking to you guys. I don't like scripted video, which tends to become fake and not spontaneous. So anyway, by now I've done, like, for example, let's count. Okay, so let's count how many 554. So about oh my god, 500 videos. So sometimes I got a comment, like 2 days ago I got comment, of one of my old video, and they say, oh, this or that, but usually I don't remember what is the context, what is the topic exactly. So if you're gonna comment, please do comment, okay? But post the date, the timestamp, so I know exactly what you are talking about. But usually I don't reply because people online, they don't spend time, they don't have a brain, and the same question you're gonna answer 1,000 times, which is actually normal. I mean, I can't blame the people because that's normal. Who is gonna watch your 100 videos, 1 hour each one, each? So yeah, I have done a lot of videos. So about trackball, I talked about it many times. Sometimes the whole hour dedicated to trackball. So the question is about slime blade. Now slime blade. So this mouse, okay. So I would say that these top three. So the L track, okay, this one, and the Kensington Expert, this one, and slime blade, this one, okay, and then this Elecom huge trackball. These four, I would consider in general, they are generally considered the best trackball, the best big ball trackball. Okay, each one of them is about 55 millimeters ball. They are about the size of a billiard ball, the American billiard. So, but so for a trackball, usually the bigger the ball is the better. So these four are generally considered by all the people the best because I've literally read hundreds, thousands of everything said about them online because I used to, in the past, 5 years or so, in the past, not around 2010 to 2018, let's say, I read everything there is. Like for example, this trackball on Amazon, usually there are hundreds of reviews, little comments. I read every one of them, for all these 100 trackballs. So that's why I know. And not just Amazon, because there are also, Desk Authority, which is hackers, kind of very nerd online forum talking about keyboard and trackballs. So usually they have good information. And they also have great information about how to hack. For example, there are many, how they call modification, do-it-yourself modification of the trackball, and how the trackball, they take it apart. For example, this guy is one of the top expert, Ripster. I'm not sure he's still active, but Ripster is one of the top, let's say top 5 person who knows about keyboard and mouse. And so for example, here, this picture is his photo, and he modified the trackball so that it lights up, and also added 2 extra buttons. And also he modified this trackball, that one, what's the name? That one is DT225. Okay, that one is also the best. Okay, but hard to buy. So this one actually has a bearings. Most of these trackball, they don't have bearings. Anyway, so he modified it. So you can see also he modified this Space Navigator device with a IBM Selectric type ball. That's another hacker's thing. The IBM Selectric type ball, very popular. One of the hacker law, IBM Selectric, because IBM Selectric is one of the best typewriter. The best typewriter with the ball, which is a complete innovation. The new, it types by twisting the ball. I used it in around 1990 to 1992 when I was my first job as a secretary, helping the corporations, helping the sales, marketing, typing letters and stuff. So my first job is actually data entry, and they dictate, the salesperson, they dictate, and I type it out. Usually they want to write a sales letter, dear something something, your situation, your claim or whatever, because they speak it and I type it. So this is around 1991. For about 2 years, I was a secretary, actually secretary. So Yeah, IBM Selectric. So you can see this Reaper guy. So so I got tons of fancy photos. Kinesis Advantage, a great keyboard. Yeah, Ripster is one of the top expert. I'm not sure he's still active. So you can also see the mechanisms. These nerds, they take it apart. They show you what's inside. So this is one of the best trackball. Okay, so which one exactly is the best of them all? That is not a settled question because different people have different preferences. But in general, these four. Okay, so your question. So of these, the L track is actually very old. This L track is not new. It's actually 30 years old or 40 even. So let's see. Yeah, here you can see it was called Microspeed PC Trackball 1991. It looks like that. Basically the same thing. You see the floppy disk 1991. That's right. And the ad on PC on what is this magazine? I think this is PC Magazine or something. So you can see the old ad. So anyway, the point is this trackball is very old. Over the past 30 years, the company changed hands. So actually, it's no longer made. Like 2 years ago, they got sold again to. It was made by CST, but they got sold again to X Keys. Now, X Keys is another famous company. Okay, I started to digress, but X Keys is another very famous kind of popular in 1990s and 2000s. They make keyboard macros. This is before, like today. Today you have a lot of software. After all, we are in the AI age, artificial intelligence. So we have a lot of technology and do it yourself, and you can create your own chips. I mean, not create, but buy chips and assemble yourself stuff. But this is 1990s. Okay, X Keys macro keypad. I recommend it. You can go and buy it from one of these. I show you, I tell you which one is the best. Programmable keypad review. Okay, now let's go back. So trackball. So right now they sold to the X Keys company. So that's the L track. So about Slim Blade, I never used it. I never own it, but that's considered one of the best. Okay, that's all I have to say. I don't really know. Yeah, so I do have a trackball, but right now my trackball is I have this one, for example. It's this one, the physical design is one of the best. Okay, but however, this thing is like 20 years old. They have not upgraded. So actually, I do not recommend this one. Okay, and it's pretty cheap today. But if you want to buy one, I can recommend this one. Okay, this one is widely considered one of the best, but the ball is not a huge one. I don't have it, but I do have the one I have now is I have both of these. Okay, I have this one, the one, I have all these three. So okay, so I have that one, but I don't use it, but it's because I have so many devices now. And this one I bought about 2 years ago. It's okay. Okay, it's not that great. I wouldn't say, but it's great, especially I'm using it in when lying in bed. That's this one I'm using. So, but anyway, I recommend, if you ask me to recommend one trackball for you right now, I would say this one. Okay, Kensington Orbit trackball with squirrel ring. Important this one. Okay, look at the picture, because if you search Kensington Orbit, there's quite a lot, because a lot of them named Orbit. I can show you. I have a trackball history page, but anyway, look at this one. So this guy modified the squirrel ring to be spinning, so it can spin. Fantastic. Okay, so anyway, so when you buy a trackball, one of the most great thing is that you want the ball to spin. Essentially, none of them do that. but ideally you want to be able to push it and it just spins, keeps spinning for 4 or 5 seconds, but none of them does that. But however, it's possible. It's just that nobody made it, because I have a video I collected over the past 10 years. I collected all videos that shows spinning trackball. So let me show you where. Okay, so let me find it. Trackball versus mouse. How to choose a trackball. That's one article. Best trackball. So here's like I said, some of the best one. Then there is an article about spinning ball. So let me find it. Trackballs that can spin. So here's a collection of videos. So this one really spins.
So talk about it for a second.
So like the balls.
You push it, it can spin for 5-10 seconds. Fantastic, but nobody actually made it. So if you know what happened to this one, this is a concept, but I don't think anyone ever made it. So anyway, so here's a collection of collection of trackball videos or information about spinning trackball. So, and some of them are made by do-it-yourself. For example, this one, he modified it. If you want the ball to spin, the one thing you have to do is that you have to install ball bearings. That's like this one. Okay, so for example, this one, this guy modified it, so it also spins. This is slim blade. You see, fantastic. That's the most beautiful. So, but nobody is making it now. I mean, there's no actual ones, as far as I know, that actually does spin. This one is actually use ball bearings, but this one is another one that's hard to buy. This ITAC trackball, it's hard to buy. That one actually spins, ball bearing. Okay, I think that's about trackball. Okay, so you can, so that's my opinion. So let me read other questions, comments. Okay. Hello from Brazil. Sikh term. Would you consider? Okay, so next question. Stephen Wolfram. Yeah, so I'm going to go back to do Stephen Wolfram's, do Mathematica Wolfram language. It's been 3 months I haven't done any. What's my monitor resolution? Okay, so for that you just search for Xali monitor resolution. You'll find several articles. Okay, so here is one article, show your Emacs screen, Xali's Emacs screen. Now Asus Pro Art display, that's my current display. Okay, so there you can see the monitor resolution. Now let's search for Xali JavaScript screen width. Okay. Then you'll find CSS width. Okay, so it's not here. It's Xali. Find window size, JavaScript find window size. Okay, open that. So let me show you a few pages I have. So this one is about JavaScript technology. How do you find out the window size, the viewport size, the screen resolution? You can do it by this way. Okay, so for those of you web dev, so for example here it says my viewport size is 800 by 685. Now as I adjust, you can see it change in real time. See, fantastic. So you have viewport size. Viewport is the actually it's this area, it's inside the window. So it's a bit complicated because it also consider whether you count the scroll bar or whether you count the menu bar. So it actually it's full of baggage, 20-30 years of baggage, and these names are idiotic. But anyway, that's how some of the you can read and you can find out. So you have viewport size, you have the window size. This is the window size. And how do you find out display resolution? So mine is 1920 by 1080. Now, display resolution also changes a lot. I mean, depending on, for example, like today, monitor has so large different sizes, so you can adjust the, depending. For example, my resolution, the monitor resolution is actually 2560 times 1440. Okay, so where does it say? So does it say here? Viewport size, window size, display resolution. Okay, this is incorrect. No, it doesn't say. You see, so there's a lot adjustments. So anyway, it's a bit complex, but my actual resolution is 2560 times 1440. Okay, so that's one thing. And so the other thing is, Emacs screen. This is about my workflow. I'm telling you about how the optimal way to should you have multiple windows or should you have multiple frames in Emacs. That's my kind of what I'm saying. Not, but anyway, you can read it. Or you can, some people prefer to have one full screen window. Then you have you split windows. That's no good, okay? If you use Emacs, don't do this. This is the worst. Because then you have a lot of issues about, Emacs suddenly closed my pane. How do you revert to my configuration? Lots of problems. You can, it's a uphill battle. So do not do this, okay? If you use Emacs, what I suggest, you just open a window or what Emacs call a frame, 102, because Emacs will never change the size of your Emacs frame or called window. Okay, so that's about that. Then if you are wondering about my monitor, that's this one. Okay, you can go there, go to my website and buy it. Okay, click on. I make $2 also. So that's that question. So can I show the command how many? Okay, so Emacs has a command called how many. Okay, so if you describe function, you can see the documentation of that. Okay, so how many? So it's actually, so that basically tells you how many times something occur, some string occur. Okay. So we talked for 30 minutes already. So let's see. Somehow it seems to me a lot of people in Wolfram research are PhDs in math. That's true, and physics. Not too much pure programmers. Exactly, that's true. Or hackers. It was like that when you were there at Wolfram Research. Yes, that's a great question. And that's an important, good question. Let me explain. As you may know, if you watch a lot of my videos, I despise the programmers, especially the elite hacker types. These programmers working in industry, at Google, at Facebook, at whatever, Oracle, database, these elite hacker types, fucking idiots. These programmers, even great ones, for example, some lead programmer at Google, for example, even them, they tell you what to do every day. The guy who created Rust or the guy who created CSS, a scum, anyway. So lot of these people, these programmers in general, they are idiotic. Okay, they don't know nothing. They don't know nothing about the world. They only know coding, very narrow. But however, the problem is that they think they know. They think they are God. Okay, they also make a lot of money. Okay, these programmers, industry programmers, and they don't know math. Okay, 99.9% of programmers, let's just focus on Google as an example so you get more specific, concrete. 99%, I would say, this is at least 99% of programmers at Google. You know, some of you have Google friends, you know. You ask them, are you a programmer? You know, we don't count salespeople or others or managers, just count programmers. You ask them, are you a programmer at Google? Yes. Do you know math? No. Okay, 99% of them, like they don't know trigonometry. They forgot. They calculus. But they drivel. They think programmers, the most idiotic fox. Okay, programmers. Now, at Wolfram, it's not like that at all. And also, they don't require a degree, although half of them have PhD degree in math or physics, okay? But Wolfram, and also the Stephen Wolfram, the person, the guy, which I came to know a lot because he's one of the guys I study a lot. He don't want these idiots, who just specialize in one thing. He don't want that. He want his people he hire. He control his company to this day. It's not public. Wolfram Research is not a public company because he has a vision. This Stephen Wolfram guy, he want to tightly control almost every aspect of it. Still, he's still doing live CEO, and he's still doing live stream videos every week. So you can go watch him. I watched a lot of his stuff. So his idea is that he don't want these niche specialized coders. Rather not. He wants people who have general idea, who knows a lot of things, who can code, who can do this, who know mathematics, who can do research mathematics, and who know society, writing, general history, and all things. Okay, knowledge in general, knowledgeable about the world. That's what he likes, Stephen Wolfram. Okay, so most people, almost every person at Wolfram Research, he basically he look over to see what they are. So so that's why Wolfram Research, their company, their corporation, their people are like that. It's in general, it's not just a coder, the typical elite hacker types idiots. And the other thing I want to say, so Wolfram controls his company as opposed to like most billionaires, once they sell the company, so it becomes public, stock trading, and you have board of, whatever, and then you have CEO, then the company usually, when a company becomes public, it degrades, it becomes a scam, like Google, like Facebook, okay, like Microsoft, like Oracle. It becomes just shit. So and the people who founded the company, they are happy, because they got money. They got money and they are happy. So that's why Wolfram Research and Stephen Wolfram is one of the few people I highly respect. Okay. So why do Chinese speaking tongue twisters? 啥 tongue twister？ 你在讲啥呀？什么 tongue twister？ 就是你不懂是吧？大概是就是你不懂。I want. Why do Chinese speak in tongue twisters? Well, that's because you don't understand Chinese. So next question. Track Vegeta. I ordered a Glove 80 without switches and I soldered Red Pro linear switches. Fantastic. I replaced 10 switches with blue 25 gram. Wow, that's even lighter. It is even better. I will replace all Red Pro by blue. Oh my God, you are extreme. So right now I'm using Pro Red switch. When the time I got it, the time they gave me this keyboard, that switch is not available, but today it's available. You can buy it. You can order it with that switch on their website. So this switch is the one I have is Choke Pro Red switch, which is linear and 35 grams activation okay, force 35 grams, which is lighter than Cherry MX Red. Okay, so it's just fantastic, so I've been using this Glove 80 by now for 4 months every day, and during 4 or 5. So during this month, especially in past month or two, I have been heavy typing, a lot of typing, and usually when I do that, my RSI comes up. I feel sore, especially here, but not today. So it's fantastic because so light switch is one of the most, in my opinion, different people, depending on you, RSI happen to different people for different causes, and there are different ways to ameliorate, to make it better, to help you. But for me, one of the critical things is light switch. They must be as light, at least Cherry MX Red, linear, and not even quiet, the quiet version. So that's critically important. That becomes one of my most important thing. So that key switch, light key switch, is the most important now. Then the ergonomic shape, So this one, for example, this Ultimate Hacking keyboard, I'm using both of these great. Okay, so this one, they also sent me. I requested. I requested. I forgot what exactly is the switch, but it's also super light, 35 gram or something. So this one I also can use long term. Fantastic. Okay, so that's why both of them. So speaking of keyboard, let me mention one thing. Okay, so there is another keyboard I like to recommend. So we talked about Trackball, the best ones. Now for keyboard, so Glove 80, fantastic. Okay, Kinesis Advantage 2, also one of the great I've been using for the past, I don't know if you can see it. See, so I've been using it for 4 years. Okay, every day. But anyway, so that's a great one. So Kinesis 360. I still, the one I have is brown switch, so I cannot use long term. So, but I plan to do a review on this. I just haven't got time yet. So these three, and the other one I really want to recommend is this one, Expose Night. Okay, I have it over there. You can watch my past videos about half a year ago. So lots of videos. I'm using this keyboard. Also fantastic. And I also have a very light switch, get around switch. Okay, so I have a get around red, I believe. I have I mentioned it somewhere here. Okay, so this one is also pure joy, so I highly recommend it. And this one is the cheapest among them, 150 or something, much cheaper. So, and then this one, Ultimate Hacking, that's that one. Okay, that's great. So can you see it? Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so these are the keyboard I recommend. Okay, go search my website. If you like it, pay me. Remember, PayPal me. Okay, so this one 35 grams. So but you went even lighter. That's amazing. I don't think I want to go lighter because this is light. So it's so light already. What are your thoughts on the recent riots and violence in France? Okay, that's a political topic. But Jam and Abby, okay, I've seen you before. So I really love to talk about politics. I would like to dedicate one of my live stream and talk about politics for 1 hour. But YouTube is probably not the right place because YouTube will censor you, and so, and a lot of people get turned off when you talk politics, because politics, religion, these are kind of sensitive topics. Each person, they don't go by logic. Each person, if you are born a Christian, then you must, then you will not like any opinion that doesn't support your idea. or is Islam or Judaism, Jews or whatever. Anyway, so what's my opinion about French riot? Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's one of the worst in past 10 years or something. So I think, there's rumor that says that's funded by USA. Okay, there's rumor, but I cannot confirm. There's no evidence. There's, so as far as I know. But anyway, that's all I have to say. I don't really know the detail. Okay, so anything else? Okay, I think maybe that's it. Your opinion on GeoHot. Okay, I don't actually know who that is. GeoHot, so I remember someone just mentioned GeoHot. I think I don't know. I don't really know who he is. I think I read about him a little bit recently in the past year. So supposedly he is president of Karma AI, founder of TinyGrad. I don't know neither one of them. So I don't know about who is that. Railu says, what do you currently do for a living? How is your website set up? Thanks for the film section. I saw one of your recommendations yesterday. Yeah. So, that's a common question. How do you make your money? How do you make money? I don't make money. Basically, I don't make money. Okay. My money is thank you guys for donation. So again, I'd like to thank Alan and Alan and Dion, who has basically gave me $2,000 each. Dion for the past 3 years, and Alan just gave me one shot $2,000. So I really like to thank them. Speaking of that topic, I really get pissed because all the open source scums, on the surface they like open source and so blah blah blah, but they don't open source you cannot survive. I get no money. Okay, if you are wondering, my YouTube, I make $3 a month or something, at the best $1 per video. And too much pain to talk about my past experience when I was dying of hunger. All my stuff is free for over 10 years on Emacs. In fact, the entire tutorial I put in a zip file you can download free for 10 years, but nobody gave a shit. They these open source scumbags. So maybe that's about it. So let's go back to the comments. Hexa, I'm unable to get more specialized keyboards at the moment, and am limited to general consumer ones. What do you think is the best widely available from brands such as Logitech or Microsoft? Okay, I recommend you I said this many times in my video. Okay, I recommend you go out buy one of those Chinese cheapo mechanical keyboard right now. Don't ask questions, don't do anything, just go to Amazon. Those cost $40. Okay, $40. Buy one $40 mechanical keyboard. So I would recommend, if you can choose a Cherry MX Red Silent switch. Okay, do it right now. Or you can get a brown if you never had a mechanical keyboard before. But the first thing is just to do that. Get a mechanical switch keyboard, not mechanical feel. That's marketing crap. And $40, just buy one. Okay, on Amazon you can buy right now. Then you can talk about later on, after a year or two, you can talk about ergonomics, or maybe you like different switches and so on. Okay, next question. Josu Ramirez. Hello, Sally. I found your website through a Google search because I was very curious about keyboard shortcuts and ergonomics. Very fascinating stuff you have. Thank you. Johnny XP says, hi from Greece. Hello. Sorry for saying, but my absolute best is when you rant about Linux and Unix. Yes. Yeah, that's one of the that's tends to be dramatic, and when you are dramatic, you tends to get more people following you. In some sense, that's no good because you get that's what Twitter and that's all the crap, fashionable fuck happens, because Rust, for example, current hot thing is Rust programming language wise, and then on political topics, it's God, it's in America, it's about guns, about trans, about abortion. For 10 years, for 20 years, for 30 years, it's all about that every day. Drama. Okay, so I think maybe that's it. So I talked for 50 minutes. So I guess there's no. So I feel today is kind of wasted because all the things I talked about today has been repeated so many times in the past. Okay, so that's it for today. I wanted to mention about my Emacs blog, things I've worked on. Let's see. So a lot work on my packages. Yeah, a lot code rewrite, a lot, and I also put up the code on my website so you guys can just grab it, or you can use softline keys. Most of the functions are in softline keys. Okay, so lots of so anything else? Check. So I'm about to stop. Okay, let's check. Yeah, I'm about to stop. That's it for today, I think. About keywords, Emacs. Oh yeah, about movies. So let's show some movie stuff. So this is more general population. General. This is not programming related, so you get wider audience. So this one is a kind of ballet-like dance, not ballet, but some kind of dance. I don't know how do you call it, but beautiful. Okay. But anyway, what I want to mention is that so in the past week, I've been working or reworking on my website on Sally favorite movies. So these are things anyone can appreciate. And I also have a lot of movie screenshots. Logan's Run. This is interesting. Logan's Run is a sci-fi movie about 40 years ago, long ago, 1976. Okay, it's a great movie. But it's about dystopia, sci-fi dystopia, how things become bad. The idea is utopia, where sometimes in the future, this is actually described today, okay? In fact, sometimes in the future, you have beautiful city, you have no diseases, everything is cured, you can live forever, but it turns out then all you day you no longer have to work. All you do every day is just eat and have sex. Beautiful people, everyone is beautiful, and look at this hot, sexy. That's how you dress in the future. That's kind of like today, okay? Today, as there's tons of porns, there's tons of girls, teens, they do online, they do live stream, they get, then you look at Hollywood movie stars on stage, they are all like, how they dress like that, on stage, all the music videos, most of them, okay? So it's like utopia in a way. So this is 40 years ago. Somehow it came true. You can have sex, like people don't care about virginity or marriage no more. Like you go online, they 1,000 dating sites. You just fuck around. Then you have gays. You can fuck the ass. You can fuck with another guy, or you can have threesome. You can have gay. Then you have trans, which is which is one level up. Then you have puppies and furries. Okay, anything goes. That's a sex. That's reality in America, in most white countries. Okay, but then, so are we like in utopia? It doesn't look like, actually. Then if you pay attention to society, to politics, you realize we are, censorship. It's over. A magnitude severe than 10 years ago. Then, the corrupt politicians. Then you have Ukraine war. What does that mean, Ukraine war? Hundreds of people get killed every day. Have you guys seen the videos? How people get killed. The bloody videos. Then you have Joe Biden. You have Hunter Biden with his laptop, which he obsessively record every prostitute he visit, like hundreds of them. Like he has to make a video and take photos and record his drug habit. And it's not just and corruption. Go to Ukraine, he become the head of some giant corporation, gets $1 million a month, something like that. And do nothing. He doesn't have to do nothing because who is my dad? My dad is Joe Biden. So USA Americans, we went to Ukraine. Hunter Biden is just an example. He's a fucking sloppy guy. He do all these crimes and he leave his laptop right there. So we have a full, complete record of what the corruption's going on. Then nothing happens. Oh, we need to put Trump in jail. That's what happens. Then so Hunter Biden. Then we build biological weapon laboratories in Ukraine, not in USA, because that's illegal. So let's build it in Ukraine. Let's build it in China. COVID-19. COVID-19. That's another amazing incident. Utopia. We are living in utopia. Yeah, you can have sex. Sex is free. Then COVID-19, millions dead, literally. And turns out, I don't know if you guys know, but if you are, if any of you are actually looking into these incidents, it's a big surprise to me because I have been fooled. COVID-19, turns out, it's basically USA biological weapon research went wrong. Okay, why? They do it in China, Wuhan. Why didn't they do it in USA? Because that's illegal. That's illegal. So let's do it in China. And literally, it is a biological weapon research. And that's the origin. And that's something you cannot accept. That happened. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Bye, guys. Pirate. So this guy's ex says, I'm definitely going to pirate this movie right now. No, you shouldn't do that, okay? Don't do that. Unless you are a poor, very, very poor student or something, then you do that. But if you have a job, if you have some money, don't pirate. That's not a good thing, okay? Go to Amazon, pay for it if you can. Because don't fuck around. That's how society become like today. or you announce, or you are hanging on 4chan, what do you care? What do you care? Let's just fuck around. Look at Biden. It's so bad. Look at Google. Look at Facebook. They are all fucking around. Look at Hollywood. So I'm gonna fuck around too. No, that's not what you should do. That don't do that. I support the current thing. Bye, guys.